Get ready for the fastest lap of news in the world of Formula One. Today, we have an action-packed video full of controversies that will leave you speechless. We'll talk about everything, from the latest penalty disputes to the technical innovations shaking up the teams. The FIA finally spoke about the collision between Verstappen and Norris. Better late than never, right? We have the electrifying highlights from the British GP, the hot backstage gossip about potential team changes, and even a look into the future of F1 with the rising young talents. So, buckle up and stay tuned. Before we hit the gas, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of the hottest news in the world of F1. Let's go. Let's start with a bombshell, folks. Max Verstappen, the Flying Dutchman, is in the hot seat again. It seems the FIA finally admitted that they should have shown Max the black and white flag during the Austrian GP. You know that saying, better late than never? Yeah, but people are wondering if it actually solves anything. Here's the deal. Verstappen did a brake check on Lando Norris at turn 3, and things got ugly. The result? A 10-second penalty and 2 penalty points for Max. But here's the thing, folks. Is the FIA being consistent with these penalties? People haven't forgotten about Charles Leclerc back in 2019 at the Italian GP. Remember? It was similar, but the treatment was different. Team bosses even brought up this issue in the post-race meeting at Silverstone. Everyone wants to know, what exactly are the rules of the game? And it doesn't stop there. Verstappen also got fined at Silverstone for speeding. During practice, 3 times he went over the 80 km/h limit on reconnaissance laps. Seems like the guy can't take his foot off the pedal even when he's just cruising, right? The question is, will the FIA tighten the reins in the upcoming races? Or will they continue this will they won't they approach that's leaving everyone confused? Now, let's talk about technology because F1 is all about innovation, folks. And wow, the teams never stop surprising us. First up, let's talk about Red Bull. There's a huge buzz about their new floor design. Helmut Marko dropped the bombshell, calling it revolutionary, but then Christian Horner stepped in to calm things down. According to him, it's all about marginal gains. So, was Helmut exaggerating? Or is Horner downplaying things to keep it under wraps? Speaking of keeping things under wraps, Ferrari is clearly struggling. Enrico Cardile, their technical director, left suddenly. Fred Vasseur is taking over for now, but we know that's just a temporary fix. Ferrari needs to reinvent itself, and fast. Aston Martin is geared up for a comeback. Fernando Alonso is saying that the race in Hungary will be decisive for the team. They're bringing a package of updates that could change the game. Will we see Alonso back on the podium? F1 is a race of development both on the track and in the factories, and we're keeping an eye on every new bolt that shows up on these cars. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just one click and you'll stay updated on all the F1 details. Now, let's talk about the British GP because it was a breathtaking weekend at Silverstone. First, we have to mention the man of the moment, Lewis Hamilton. The 7-time champion finally broke his winless streak and stood on the top step of the podium. It was an emotional victory, complete with tears and all. Even Verstappen, who finished second, had to acknowledge, Lewis did an amazing job. But guys, what happened with McLaren? They had everything lined up for a historic 1-2 finish and ended up throwing it away. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri were flying, but the team's strategy was, to say the least, questionable. They messed up with tire choices and pit stop timing. It was heartbreaking to see those 2 talented drivers lose positions because of poor decisions in the pits. And we can't forget the surprise highlights. Nico Hülkenberg had a fantastic race, showing he's still got plenty of fuel in the tank. Alex Albon also shone, proving that Williams is on the right track with him at the wheel. What this GP showed us is that F1 is incredibly unpredictable. Do you think the news stops here? No way. The F1 paddock is buzzing with rumors of team changes that will leave you speechless. Imagine this. What if I told you that one of the most coveted seats on the grid might be available? That's right. Some big names are sweating bullets while newcomers are eyeing this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it doesn't stop there. There's a team testing a reserve driver that's got everyone on edge. Could we see a mid-season game of musical chairs? Let's talk about a topic that has daily updates and statements. Sergio Perez. The Mexican is in a tight spot at Red Bull, huh? After another underwhelming performance at Silverstone, the rumors are growing louder. Word on the street is that his contract has some pretty specific performance clauses. Could Checo be at risk of losing his seat this year? And look who's eyeing that seat. Lawson. The kid had a test with Red Bull that left everyone stunned. Christian Horner tried to downplay the importance of the test, but we all know nothing is a coincidence in F1, right? But that's not all. There's talk that the Verstappen family is having an increasing influence on the team's decisions. Could Max be weighing in on the choice of his teammate? And attention, Williams fans. There's a rumor that Esteban Ocon might be moving there. That's right, the Frenchman from Alpine could be switching teams sooner than we thought. If that happens, imagine the game of musical chairs it will spark. Let's not forget about Daniel Ricciardo. The Australian is waiting in the wings, ready for an opportunity. Could he make a return to the grid this year? That's it, folks. The driver market is more hectic than a Monaco start. At any moment, a bombshell news could drop. And to finish off with a bang, let's talk about the future of F1, folks. While we're focused on today's stars, there's a new wave of talent coming up that promises to shake up the grid. Speaking of rising stars, have you heard of Kimi Antonelli? This kid is Mercedes' favorite. At just 17 years old, he's already making waves in Formula 2 and making Toto Wolff drool. Word is he could be the next Lewis Hamilton. Not bad, huh? Antonelli is feeling the pressure of being linked to a future F1 seat, but he's handling it well. He knows it's a long road ahead, but he's focused on delivering results every race. And it's not just Mercedes eyeing young talent. Every team is scouting the next big stars. Red Bull has its junior driver program, Ferrari is always watching the Italian Academy, and so on. But the future of F1 isn't just about drivers. We're witnessing a technological revolution right before our eyes. Just imagine what the cars will be like in a few years. What does all this mean for the future of F1? Well, we can expect a new generation of even more prepared and faster drivers hitting the tracks, faster and more efficient cars, and perhaps even new race formats. Just imagine the duels we'll see in a few years. That's why F1 is so exciting, folks. We thrill to today's races but are already eager for what's to come. Who will be the next world champions? Which records will be broken? What new technologies will revolutionize the sport? One thing's for sure, it's going to be incredible to watch. And of course, we'll be here to tell you all about it, race after race, season after season. So, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave a like. That way, you'll stay updated on all the latest in this sport we all love. Thanks, folks. See you at the next race with more news, analysis, and all the excitement of Formula 1.